Assalamualaikum Doctor and our fellow friends. So today we are going to present about Daistruk company case study. So this is our group members that will present in this video. Before we start, the content above is the things that we will discuss. So let's meet our first presenter.
Next, I will explain about strategic directions of the Daistruk companies. Daistruk vision is to have a positive impact on all the stakeholders through all the provisions of the sustainable supply chains, strategies and services. Next, Daistruk mission is to get things done. And lastly, Daistruk values. Daistruk is passionate about providing the excellent service. Second, Daistruk deliver excellent service all the time. And third, Daistruk act with the integrity in dealing with the stakeholder. And lastly, Daistruk trust and respect its employees and provide a safe working environment.
Thank you, Hazira. Now, let's move to the PESTEL analysis for Daistruk. First of all, PESTEL is stand for Politic, Economic, Social, Technology, Environment, and Legal. First is Politic. For Politic, Daistruk need to compliance with government policy of the Raulandian. This is because the Raulandian government is aiming for the country to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2052. Next is economic. For economic, some customers do not fit within a single category since Daistruk has three main different categories of client that can lead Daistruk to the price discrimination. For social, since Daistruk warehouse can be automated, therefore, it will reducing the need for staff by using conveyor belts to move goods, so that it will increase the rate of unemployment and job displacement. For technology, Daistruk relies heavily on its IT system to ensure that all movements of goods are planned and executed on time and as efficiently as possible. Therefore, it can lead to the lack of data privacy and security. Next is environment. Daistruk rely heavily on the movement of goods by road and rail freight. Daistruk needs to concern about the consumption of fossil fuels that have caused both statutory and reputational risk for companies. Lastly is legal. Daistruk need to follow the Raulandian transportation legal, which drivers do not need to have special license. And so, requirement and retention are simplified for employers, so that it can increase the risk of accidents. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to Fatin to continue our presentation.
Thank you, Ain. Now I will explain about the Porter's 5 forces analysis for Daistruk company. The first one is the threats of new entrants. There are numerous logistic companies are able to provide similar services for basic transportation needs. Hence, there will be a large number of newcomers into the industry. Daistruk will face fierce competition from the high rate of new entrants, which puts pressure on their profitability because the new entrants may raise customer competitiveness and push down prices. The second one is the bargaining power of supplier. Daistruk own many transports like vehicles to run their business as transport company, but they do not own any ships for cargo. Hence, they collaborate closely with the shipping industry for sea and air freight cargo activities for their clients. Daistruk also using robots for the operations in the storage management to arrange goods in the designated storage areas in order to have an efficient business operations. Makes them have to find supplier to have that kind of robots. The third one is the bargaining power of buyers. There are few clients negotiate with Daistruk by offering an exclusive agreement whereby the client have the authority in using the Daistruk resources. Therefore, Daistruk have to give focus in providing the services needed by that certain client. Next is the competitive rivalry. One of the many perks that is third-party logistic provider like Daistruk offers is a sizable warehouse that gives the customer flexibility in the event that their demands change by adjust the capacity to meet fluctuating demand. However, there might be a limitations during seasonal time. Locations also play the role that can affect the transportation cost due to the distance between modes, making the clients have to pay a high price for it. Therefore, they will find another alternative that can offer a reasonable price so that they don't have to pay high price for it. I think that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatin. And now, let's continue with Porter's value chain. Porter's value chain is a framework for developing an analytic structure that follows interdependent activities from raw material acquisition or idea through production and finally into the hands of a customer. Porter's value chain involves 5 primary activities. Number 1, inbound logistics. Daistruk inbound logistics involves receiving goods, managing inventory, and updating records. Potential issue in this area could arise from inefficiency in receiving and checking goods, leading to delay in inventory updates and inaccurate records. Number 2 is operation. This involves the core processes of managing goods within the entity, including inventory management, warehousing, and handling goods. Issue may arise if there are inefficiency in managing inventory levels, poor warehouse organization, or errors in handling goods, leading to delays, damage, or loss of inventories. Number 3 is outbound logistics. Daistruk outbound logistics include warehouse picking, packing, dispatch, and recording. Potential issue could stem from delays in picking and packing goods, error in recording shipments, or inefficiency in dispatch processes. Number 4 is marketing and sales. While not explicitly mentioned in the scenario, marketing and sales activities are essential for generating demand and acquiring customers. Potential issues in this area could include ineffective marketing strategy, poor customer targeting, or inadequate sales process leading to decreased market share or revenue. Number 5 is service. Daistruk service activities involve providing support to customer after sales, including handling return or addressing customer inquiries. Issue in this area could arise from poor customer service, delay in responding to complaints, or difficulties in handling return efficiently. This issue could result in decreased customer satisfaction and loyalty. Now, let's talk about support activity. There are 4 support activities. Number 1, procurement. This involves acquiring goods and services required for the organization's operation. Potential issue could include difficulty in sourcing quality materials or negotiation favorable contract with suppliers, leading to increased costs or supply chain disruptions. Number 2 is human resources. Effective management of human resources is important for ensuring a skilled and motivated workforce. Issue may arise from poor requirement practice, inadequate training, or low employee morale, impacting overall productivity and performance. Number 3 is technology development. Daistruk relies heavily on its IT system for managing inventory, tracking shipments, and optimizing transportation routes. Issue in this area could stem from outdated technology, system failure, or inadequate IT support, leading to disruption in operation or decreased efficiency. Number 4 is firm infrastructure. This involves the overall structure and management of the organization. Issue could arise from poor organizational structure, ineffective communication channels, or lack of strategic direction, impacting overall performance and competitiveness. So that's all from me about Porter's value chain. For the next slide, which is financial ratio, I will pass to the next presenter.
Moving on to the financial ratio, here we identify 3 financial ratio, which are profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, and gearing ratio. First, net profit margin is a financial ratio that used to calculate the percentage of profit company produce from its total revenue. It measures the amount of the net profit of the company obtained per dollar of the revenue gained. A higher profit margin is always desirable since it means the company generate more profit from its sales. The formula for the net profit is the net income divided by the revenue times with hundreds. From the calculation, it shows that Carry Group has a better net profit margin, which is 7.75% compared with Daistruk Group, which is 5.5%. Net operating profit margin is a profitability ratio that reflects the percentage profit of the company produced from its operation before subtracting taxes and interest charges. It is calculated by dividing the operating profit by total revenue and expressing it as a percentage. This margin also known as EBIT. Carry Group has a better margin since their margin is higher, which is 9.33% compared to Daistruk Group margin, which is 6.98%. When the operating margin is higher, each amount of the operating generate on each dollar of the revenue is high. This is a good indicator that business has a high quality of earning. Moving on, return on asset is also one of profitability ratio that provide how much profit a company can generate from its assets. In other words, return on asset measure how efficient a company management is in earning profit from the asset. The higher the number, the efficient the company management is at managing its balance sheet to generate profit. Carry Group has a better ROA since the ROA is higher, which is 70.2% compared with Daistruk Group, which is 11.6%. Next, current ratio is a liquidity ratio that measures company ability to pay short-term obligation or those due within 1 year. This ratio is derived when the company's current asset is divided by the current liability. From the calculation, both of the company has the ability to pay a short-term obligation within 1 year. But Daistruk is still better because they have more asset than Carry. Lastly, debt ratio, as also known as a gearing ratio, refer to the financial ratio that measure the extent of the company leverage. This ratio is derived when the company total debt is divided by the total asset. In this case, both of the company has similar company debt level. However, Carry Group is still better since they has more asset than debt compared to the Daistruk Group.
Thank you, Hazira. Now, let's identify SWOT analysis based on the case study. First, let's take a look at the strength. The first strength is Daistruk Company is one of the largest 3PL service. It provides an intermodal logistic management service to many large organizations, including inventory management, share users, and storage handling. Being one of the largest 3PL providers can give a Daistruk a competitive edge in the industry, making it more attractive to the potential clients and partners. This can lead to increased market share and stronger negotiating position with suppliers and other stakeholders. Second is specialized in IT system. Daistruk provides an IT-based service to manage customers' inventory and enhance efficient transport. For example, Daistruk uses a warehouse management system to track inventory levels and movement of goods. Through this, the business can easily keep track of their inventory levels in real time. This enables them to monitor stock movement and availability accurately. The third strength is comprehensive service offering. Having a comprehensive service offering is a significant advantage for Daistruk as it allows the company to cater to a wide range of clients' needs and maintain a competitive edge in the logistics industry. The service has been offered such as warehouse and distribution, transportation management, supply chain management, and others. The service offer enables Daistruk to attract clients from various industries and sectors, reducing its dependence on single market segment. Move on to the weakness. The first weakness is Daistruk Company does not provide any special lessons to the drivers to use forklift trucks. This involves safety risks where untrained drivers may not be familiar with proper driving techniques, which can lead to the accidents and potential injuries. This is not only puts the driver at risk but also endangers other road users and damage the company's reputation. Next is Daistruk use IT system to manage customers' inventory and enhance efficient transport. However, this can lead to potential downtime
if to depend on IT system. This is because IT systems are prone to failure due to software issues, for example, bugs, glitches, or compatibility problems in software application that can cause system crashes or loss of access to critical data. Move on to opportunity. The first opportunity is technological advancements. The integration of robot usage in a warehouse presents a significant opportunity for companies like Daistruk to enhance their operation and improve overall performance. By adapting and implementing advanced technology, Daistruk can reap numerous benefits such as increased productivity. Second opportunity is business relationship with Malta Motors. Establishing a strong business relationship with Malta Motors can bring numerous benefits to Daistruk, particularly in terms of expanding service, enhancing efficiency, and fostering growth. To cultivate a successful partnership, Daistruk should consider the collaboration with working closely with Malta Motors to identify areas where both companies can collaborate, such as joint project, share resource, or core-branded marketing campaigns. This collaboration can lead to improved service and potential cost saving. Now, let's take a look at the threat. So, the first threat is, since Daistruk use IT system in managing their operation, it can lead to a cybersecurity threat such as malware, pursuit attack, hackers, and others. Private information in the system might be leaked by an unauthorized person due to poor security. Next, Daistruk activities also can create significant health and safety risks. For example, handling goods and operating delivery vehicles can put employees and others at serious risk of injury.
Thank you, Alia. From the analysis we made, there are several issues that we identify and come up with solutions that can be applied. For the first issues, under marketing and sales, there are issues with branding, pricing strategies, and customer relationship management because Daistruk may face challenges in effectively marketing its services and acquiring new clients in a competitive market. Therefore, for the solution, Daistruk must develop targeted marketing campaigns to highlight Daistruk's unique value proposition, such as its extensive network and shared usage transport. Second issue is Daistruk operating expenses are high relative to its revenue, which lead to lower profitability compared with the competitor, which is carry growth. This could be due to inefficient processes, high overhead costs, or excessive spending in certain areas like fuel costs and vehicle maintenance and repairs. Therefore, to reduce the cost, Daistruk can invest in road optimization software to minimize fuel consumption, reduce vehicle wear and tear, and maximize the efficiency of transportation routes. This can help lower operating costs associated with fuel, maintenance, and driver hours. Third issue is Daistruk operating in driving forklift truck can be a significant issue as the drivers no need license. Operating a forklift truck without a license or proper training can have serious consequences in terms of safety, legal compliance, and employee well-being, so that it is crucial for organizations like Daistruk to prioritize the training and licensing of forklift operators to mitigate risk and ensure a safe and compliant workplace. The adoption of robots by Daistruk for storage operations presented issues with robot suppliers. The pool of qualified suppliers for warehouse automation solutions, especially for customized needs, might be limited, and with fewer suppliers, Daistruk might have less bargaining power when negotiating pricing or contract terms. Daistruk should conduct a comprehensive evaluation for potential robot suppliers, considering factors like experience in warehouse automation projects similar to Daistruk needs, reputation for quality, reliability, and after-sales support, ability to customize solutions if needed.
Last issues is under PESTEL for politics. Daistruk need to compliance with government policy of the Raulandan. This is because the Raulandan government is aiming for the country to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2052. Since the Daistruk activities operation use a lot of consumption of fossil fuels, have caused both statutory and reputational risk for companies that rely heavily on the movement of goods by road and rail freight. Therefore, Daistruk has been proactive in setting targets for reduction in its carbon emissions. To achieve net zero carbon emissions, Daistruk should use electrification of transportation, electrifying the transportation sector by transitioning to electric vehicles and expanding charging infrastructure is crucial. This involves offering incentive for EV adoption, investing in charging infrastructure, promoting public transportation, and incentivizing the use of alternative fuels such as hydrogen. From the issues and solutions listed in the previous slide, we found that the best option for Daistruk would be to prioritize the training and licensing of forklift operators to ensure safety, legal compliance, and employee well-being. Operating forklift trucks without proper training or licensing poses significant risks, including accidents, legal liabilities, and damage to property. By prioritizing training and licensing, Daistruk can mitigate these risks, improve workplace safety, and demonstrate its commitment to compliance and employee welfare. This action not only addresses an immediate operational issues but also lays the foundation for a culture of safety and professionalism within the organizations. That's all from me. Now I will pass to Alia to conclude our presentation for today.
Let's conclude this presentation. Based on the case study of Daistruk company, we have analyzed and identified issues that might arise. Those issues might give a significant impact to the company operation if company don't take action seriously. However, each recommendation stated can help overcome the problem of Daistruk company. By taking proactive action and embracing changes, Daistruk can solidify its position as a prominent player in its industry, setting an inspiring example for others to follow. I think that's all from us. Thank you.